Many of you in this chamber and my predecessor are promising to pass a national ban on reproductive freedom. My God, what freedom else would you take away? Look, it's a decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. The Supreme Court majority wrote the following, and with all due respect, justices, women are not without electoral power. Electoral or political power. You're about to realize just how much you were right about that. Clearly, those bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women. But they found out when reproductive freedom was on the ballot. We won in 2022 and 2020, and we'll win again in 2024. If you, the American people, send me a Congress that supports the right to choose, I promise you, I'll restore Roe v. Wade as the law of the land again.
Tell you what, Republicans point to Donald Trump as a strongman because he grovels at the feet of the world's autocrats, because he punches down on the LGBT community, because he punches down on trans kids, punches down on immigrants, punches down on people of color. That's not strength. Strength is getting on the biggest platform in America, staring a bench of powerful Supreme Court justices in the eye, justices who are responsible for the first ever drawback of rights in our country's history, and telling them that they will lose. Strength isn't kowtowing to civil rights suppressors, it is standing up to them. And that's not the only warning sign that Republicans got tonight. It was also the fact that Biden was as energetic, focused, direct, and righteously indignant than anyone's ever seen him, meaning he's taking away the GOP's most potent attack against him. Even Trump posted on Truth Social, he's so angry and crazy. In other words, now apparently he's too awake? So which is it? Is he too sleepy or too awake? Because frankly, it's getting difficult to figure out which attack they're going with at any given moment. The fact is that Republicans' claims that Joe Biden's too old or senile or in cognitive decline only relies on people not actually seeing Joe Biden. Because when people actually see him, those talking points immediately go down in flames. Take, for example, this time last year, when Biden had this moment that showed someone not only quick on his feet, but certainly quicker than those Republicans.
So some of my Republican friends want to take the economy hostage. I get it, unless I agree to their economic plans. All of you at home should know what those plans are. Instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, some Republicans want Medicare and Social Security to sunset. I'm not saying it's a majority. Let me give you, anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. That means Congress doesn't vote. Well, I'm glad to see you. No, I tell you, I enjoy conversion. As we all apparently agree, Social Security and Medicare is off the books now, right? They're not to be sponsored. All right. We got unanimity.
Which is probably why Republicans were smart enough not to take the bait this year. There was hardly any heckling, since they're coming to terms with the fact that they can't outsmart him. Hard to claim that the guy is senile, while also conceding that they don't know how to shut him down. Add that to the fact that there was hardly anything to heckle him for. He advocated for defending democracy in Ukraine amid Putin's onslaught. He advocated for IVF, which for many families is their only means of having children, which used to be a value that Republicans pretended to care about. He advocated for the 46,000 new projects started thanks to the infrastructure law, which a number of Republicans voted against but still take credit for. He advocated for enacting a tax on billionaires who only pay an 8% effective tax rate and using that revenue that's built to fund childcare and elder care and paid family leave. He advocated for cutting junk fees and late fees from banks, for ending shrinkflation, where we pay the same for foods but get less, and of course for the border bill. Republicans claim to care about the border, that it's their number one issue, H.R. 2, and yet when a conservative Republican negotiated a border bill, What happened? They balked because they would rather have the issue to campaign on than an actual solution. This is a party that's not looking to actually accomplish anything other than to entrench dysfunction, knowing that they can run on it between now and November. Their only party is consolidating power for themselves and nothing more. So the next time they try to claim that Biden's too weak, too tired, too slow, remind them of this State of the Union address where he disproved every ounce of that. And while Republicans may try to misrepresent what happened today, this speech very clearly speaks for itself. Before you go, I need some help. Please subscribe to this channel and do your part to help grow the progressive media ecosystem. I don't do sponsorships or paid ads, I won't ask for money, but just subscribing to this channel goes a really long way, and it helps get the message out to more people. The subscribe button is right here on the screen. You can also subscribe to my Spanish language channel, which I made to reach those crucial Spanish-speaking voters. That link is on the screen too. And finally, if you want to listen to my audio podcast, you can follow that link as well. Thanks so much for watching.